the determination of building classification, you can basically submit an appeal to the Zoning Board of Appeals and say, we think this building classification is wrong. Our evidence is that the unit orientation is not in alignment with what's permitted in a detached house. It's side by side all the way up. It functionally operates like a duplex. We think this building is a duplex, and then the board reviews that and says yay or nay. Right?
To be honest, I do believe it was a duplex once upon a time, and then it was rehabbed inside, and it was turned into I guess a triple. They're stacked.
It's attached house.
Yeah, they're stacked. But it
Are
was
they stacked right now?
Yeah, they are stacked right now. Yeah, they only share one stairs on the right and then another entrance on the left. But then you go up, and then the whole configuration changes. They have those doors that look like is basically a duplex side by side, but you just go upstairs and it's one unit, and downstairs is another unit. But it was, and I'm telling you that because we got through the record some condo documents from back in the time, and it looks like it was converted into what it is now. It was not designed to be this way initially. So that's what I have. Now that said, we're looking for the path of least resistance.
Sure. Yeah.
These owners, again, it's none of, I guess it's not my money, so whatever, but he's losing money, and that's his stress, and I'm putting it on the top of my priority list. That's why I've been very proactive with this. So he wants to get a building permit and get moving. So the solution, I guess we already discussed it, was, I mean, it's an understatement because I still do have to check everything, but if we had changed that roof configuration early on, instead of a flat roof, to that half-story roof, with all of the things that we've already met for the detached house, we will be all set.
The unit configuration is still
because they're not stacked, right? They are stacked.
Yeah, the unit configuration would still, you'd either have to convert, I think you'll have to do work on the floor plan no matter what, to either get it to look like a Philly style for a detached house, or if you want to continue down the triple decker road, which again, the lot does conform to triple decker standards. There are some other hurdles you need. I mean, the main thing here would be converting that building or the internal floor plan to conform, because at this point, that plan set is for the, I'm going to go back and look through it again because my colleagues over here did point out this unit orientation piece that I missed. But the lot itself and the general design largely conforms to a detached triple decker requirement. Again, the unit orientation needs to be fixed. Another piece of all of this is that currently you're proposing 2 units. We are in process of amending the zoning ordinance to eliminate the 3rd unit affordability requirement, which essentially means that you can now, once this amendment has been passed, you can propose a 3rd unit without having to meet the affordable housing requirement.
Got it. So now we're only proposing 2.
Right.
Could we still call it a triple decker and still do that without having
the building type is still going to be a triple decker. Okay. What I'm saying is
it's just misleading. The name is misleading, but yeah, okay.
Right. But I'm saying something you can maybe explain to the owner is that for a long time, a lot of developers have balked at this 3rd unit affordability requirement. This is something that the planning board is reviewing and is likely to be repealed in the coming. I'm not sure exactly what the timeline is. My colleagues are probably a little more familiar with that, but something to be aware of. So yeah, as far as the zoning compliance, we need to see that floor plan be brought back into conformance with whichever building type you're proposing. Right now, it's a detached house. The only viable proposal of the only viable building typology conversion that I'm seeing is that triple decker. So either you need to bring the roof back down into a half story and change the unit orientation so that it conforms, or you need to just change the unit orientation so that it conforms to the triple decker.
I mean, yeah, full redesign. That's what we do. All right, I think that's it. That clears it. Sarah, you were gonna say something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Josh, I was gonna say the front yard parking issue and
the front yard parking. I think we've taken care of, correct?
Yes,
There's
we
no more
just
curb
said
cuts being proposed.
we took that out because you say it's not required because it's within the transit area. So
Yeah,
we have no
There's
parking.
no parking requirement, and obviously front yard parking is not permitted. Yeah, I think it may be that the plan set that was submitted to the historic preservation application was the one iteration previous that had those parking spaces on it. So we'll make sure that's cleaned up. But yeah, I think we're on the same page with regard to the parking bit that you're not going to be able to get parking spaces there, and it's not required. So the other piece, so all of this said about the design that the historic preservation review has to happen before we can issue a building permit. And additionally, the green score plan is still being reviewed by our public space and urban forestry planners. It looks like some comments were provided on 1025. I'm not sure if you guys are in receipt of those or if they went to Alpha.
Patrick, I think we got it and forwarded. Patrick is here. He's the one that worked on the.
Yeah, can you hear me? Is my mic on?
Yes.
Yeah, I received the comments. I'm addressing them. I actually went over board with the planting plan because I didn't count the preserved trees as preserved. But it looks like in one of the comments it says that the existing trees are not 2 inches caliber diameter at breast height, but I even labeled them on the plan that they were. So I guess I understood the definition wrong until I saw that comment. So we're going to be retooling the green score plan and resubmitting that. A lot is going to change on that. So